dawn in Jamaica women's football. And the finish was deadly. Chanel Spence has done it again. Gregory, goal!
Welcome to the Concert Spring Sports Complex here in St. Andrew, Jamaica. It is semi-finals day. This competition, the Jamaica Women's Premier League. I'm Gerard Morris-Seeley. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, 4 teams have played consistently and constantly throughout this season. 20 games each of them played, and they've picked their spot on the top 4 or in the top to ensure that they can play for a chance in the coveted final. Los Perfectos, they are 4th on the table. They finished 4th throughout the regular season, and they have a tough task in the early fixture against Fraser's. The champions lost a game this season, but the second game, the late fixture, the late encounter, one that will see a rivalry renewed. Arnett Gardens up against Cavalier SC, and what a match it would be. But the focus, first of all, is on Fraser's Whip and Los Perfectos. These 2 teams that have played great football throughout the season, and they've been playing with heart. Both of them, Fraser's Whip, they want to get back their title. Los Perfectos, they want to give a good account of women's football, rural Jamaica, and clash when the whistle blows later on this afternoon. But let's look at how the games between them, twice they played each other this season, and it was loaded with goals. 9 goals, of course, for Fraser's Whip, and we'll see how many went in favor of Los Perfectos. Here's a recap of those 2 encounters.
Hello and welcome to the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, as we are here for the 3rd round in the Jamaica Women's Premier League, as Fraser's Whip, the defending champions, squaring off with Los Perfectos in the top of the table clash. It's going to be Los Perfectos to kick off, and there is the veteran Venetia Reid. That's a lovely little run. Cassandra Smith. And now here's Richards, knocking it into the path of Rattray. Rattray to make it 1-0, and she does! Daniska Rattray gets her 2nd of the campaign, and the 17-year-old out of Eden Dalton James opens the scoring here against the Los Perfectos team that's been holding their own. Bodispians showing their mettle, and again the finish was deadly. Knocked out wide. Tavia Gale. Gale with a delightful ball inside, and there's a coming together inside the box, and the penalty is awarded. Opportunity. Here we go. Oh, emphatic. Tavia Gale. Finding that one through the middle. Cassandra Smith being a nuisance. Keeper took her time to go back to her goal line, and they are punished. That was the most convincing clearance. An opportunity here for Venetia Reid. And now the effort from Andreen Smith. And now the follow-up is put away. And there you have it. The veteran on target. It's a lovely run out wide, but run into some traffic there. Lovely touch inside. Can she finish? Oh, beautiful. That's a beautiful goal. Ball bounced favourably for the captain, Richards. Davia Richards gets her 2nd of the game. Yep, way through to Ricardo Richards. Oh, what a cool placement. That's an excellent finish from the 15-year-old. Riquana Richards, picked up by Cassandra Smith now. Lovely bit of skill there by Cassandra Smith. Oh, this is magnificent football again. What a save from Staple though. Those delightful touches that we see from Fraser's whip as that's off the bar, and the follow-up is put away. It's Richard, she gets her second, so alert inside the box. Fraser's whip all over Los Perfectos. Fraser's whip are in seventh heaven.
Yeltsin in this one. Why can't she find the back of the net? There's the opening goal. The hustle was relentless. And to break the deadlock, Destiny Powell. What a fantastic movement by the Frazier's Whip team. And this is why they're undefeated. She has been in the action quite often. And that was a decent effort all the way back now to Minor, to finds her captain. Just outside the 18. Here inside the box. Can she finish? Surely. And the lead has been extended. And that's the end of it. That's the end of another emphatic performance from Fraser's Whip. A brace of Destiny Powell. Finding the back of the net in both halves. Fraser's Whip 2. That's Perfectos.
So history has been on the wrong side of this fixture for Los Perfectos, where while Fraser's Whip has been enjoying the wins that they've had against the rural area team, but you know, things can change. This is a crucial encounter in the semi-finals. So we'll see how that plays out. Now, let's learn a little bit about the team, starting with the defending champions, Fraser's Whip.
Fraser's Whip were one game away from having the perfect preliminary round season. They dropped points against Darnett Gardens at Charlie Smith, but they consider that game proof that they are resilient.
It's a good one! And the header is there! And Darnett Gardens take the lead!
A 90th minute goal saw them earning a point in a hard-fought game.
Chance for Fraser's Whip. Going goalwards! They've
A
got
game which
it!
saw them missing a few of their star players. But they are champions for a reason.
At the death!
And the pressure is on for them to deliver again.
Personally look at it and say probably the biggest disappointment if we should go on and lose in the semi-final. But I think the way we're playing now, you know, you have to be really come with the A game to beat us, I think. And if that's not the day, I will still be proud of my girls.
This Fraser's Whip's most prolific, well over 100 goals. But that doesn't mean all T's have or I's dotted.
We'll work on it to be more consistent in the final third. I think we create a lot of chances in our games. You know, when you look at it, we create some games we create 25, 26 chances up in the 18-yard box and scoring 8 and 9. So I think that once we get a little bit more consistent or a little bit more clinical in that area, it will be good for us.
Despite lofty standards, they know they are good enough.
I think we're ready. You know, we've been putting in the work with smart work, actually. So I think we're definitely ready to go with good football.
And as far as meeting Los Perfectos is concerned,
when you look at how we played them the last time, obviously they have done their homework based on the first round game, you know, and I think that we would have adapted well. And I think that once we nullify their key players, I think we will come out on top.
Obviously are looking to lift a title. They have come after winning last season, and their coach is for the well against the only rural team in this competition. And here's more about Los Perfectos.
Los Perfectos is the only rural area team in the Final Four. but they are not to be underestimated. They have shown they have the firepower to make a massive impact.
Coming back in this season, it was always going to be challenging. So I would say that they handled it very well, despite we had challenges where players had other commitment and we had to just work around it. But I think the ladies, they really did what we asked, and I would say I'm happy with the efforts.
It was a thrill to see Venetia Reid back in Jamaica's top club competition. The veteran, known to her peers as String Bean, was at one stage the standard bearer for women's football in the country, and she has made a valuable impression on this young squad.
Venice is Venice. She's known around the league, and I would say that her experience, she really helped a lot of the younger ones because the team is very young, and her experience, I know sometimes her fire, always fire them up and bring the team. So hopefully that can be one of our weapons in this semi-final.
But they know it will be tough to secure that final spot. Fraser's whip has shown the highest level of quality we have seen this season, but Los Perfectos knows that what truly matters is their performance on the day.
They can be beaten, it's football, and I understand that we just have to be on our A game on the day, be very humble in how we approach the game and concentrate a lot. When the season started, our aim was always to be in the semi-finals and take it from there. So now that we have made it, it didn't matter to us where we finish. Of course, we know the champions are the champions, and they are champions for a reason, and we played them this season twice. One, I would say the first game we were a bit unprepared. Second game we were prepared, but unfortunately they got the better of us. But we'll be ready for the semi-final for sure.
Los Perfectos may be from the cool parish of Manchester, but they aim to bring the fire in this Final Four battle.
So Los Perfectos will be walking around with the weight of rural football for women in Jamaica on their backs when they walk out onto that field for the semi-final against Fraser's Whip. Well, I'm here chilling out in the stands, imagining what it would be like a future daughter in the future playing a football game. Well, there's one parent, a soccer mom, who has the liberty, but here's the twist. She does it for two of her daughters, a twin. But here's another twist to that story. They play on opposing teams.
Well, today I'm actually supporting goals, not daughters. Whichever score a goal, that's where my cheer goes.
I'm not for picking up, because when mommy had them, I had to love both of them equally, don't it? Can't pick.
Support is important to them, and I have to do when I can. So I try my best to do so.
Me get picked too.
I went to Portland, St. Thomas. The only place I haven't gone is Mobile. I'm not doing that drive. But Portland, St. Thomas, Manchester, anywhere in Kingston. Like there was a match that Las Fee had in St. Thomas, and the same day, one in Kingston at Alpha. OP was 1 o'clock, so I went to St. Thomas for that match, and then as soon as that match ended, I drove back into Kingston for the 3:30 match. So I try my best just to support them because I think it is important. It means a lot to know that you're there cheering them on.
I have been absent from about 3 matches because of work commitments, but free up my time to continue throughout the league, and you'll be seeing more of me.
Based on the passion that they have for the game, I'm expecting very far, because they do have the passion for the game. They have the support as well. So I'm seeing them going very far, God's will. The ball conversation actually started with their brother, their elder brother. Normally he would take them with him on a Sunday evening, to his Sunday evening ball game. And then The one that plays for Frasers, she first developed the passion, and so she started at primary school in the game. Her other sister on Laspi would usually just accompany her to watch the game. And then that coach then said to her, do not come back here unless you plan to play. And she went the following Saturday with her sister in her boots and everything and played. And since then, she loves the game. She has seen the impact of the game. It has taken her overseas. And she developed a passion for the game and has been doing pretty well for herself. She was the captain for her school team for 4 years? St. Andrew Technical High. So she was their captain, and she's doing well so far.
I'm very proud of Lusby, can't lie, I'm very proud of Lusby. They have been playing well despite the challenges in training, but Fraser's through and through, I can say that.
I'm a Fraser's girl. I chose not to wear my Fraser's whip shirt today because they're playing against each other, but as you see, her sister has a Fraser's whip shirt, my mom has a Fraser's whip shirt, so Fraser's whip is really my team, but please don't say that on camera. We know Fraser's whip is the boss.
Yeah, I know that mommy's going to have a very hard task today, having to console a daughter and, of course, celebrate another. But we'll see how things go at the end of 90. We're inching closer to the start of the first semi-final. Fraser's Whip up against Los Perfectos, Los P, if you would like to call their name a little bit shorter because of the tongue twister that Los Perfectos is, if you're not that fluent in Spanish. But yeah, we're inching closer to that time. First whistle, and bring you all of the action is our commentator, Javid Bryant.
And then there are 4, but these 2 shall duel first. A match made for stakes as high as this, for a step closer to lift the coveted championship. But it is clear, it is certain for what needs to be done this afternoon to be perfect against a whip that has been lashing all season. This is semi-final 1 of the Jamaica Women's Premier League. Fraser's Whip up against Los Perfectos, and we're here at Constant Spring Football Field. Yeah, one of our sponsors, Just Bet, your game, your passion. And a fantastic afternoon for some brilliant football in this Premier League that has seen some nice action all season and a nice aerial view. And the excitement subsequent to come here on this in Constant Spring. Los Perfectos getting ready to make their way onto the park. And I'm sure they have their sights set on what could be another final appearance for them. All the way from Manchester, and as Gerard has mentioned earlier in the pre-game, the rural hopes lies on them up against a familiar foe who have gotten the best of them 3 times, or a few times this season actually, led by a gentleman, Dowdy. And the belief that he has in his girls has transpired into just how much they put their talents and skill on the pitch, scoring some 102 goals this season.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first leg of the 2025
And of course,
Premier League. In semi-final 1, we have Fraser's
is
Whip,
led
defending champions. They'll be up
by
against
Davia
Los
Richards,
Perfectos,
40 goals on the season,
Of course, we're right here at the Constant Spring Football Field.
6 in her last game.
I'm
And I'm sure
evening of top class women's
she'll want to continue
Down to the final
on that
four.
trajectory.
11 teams started 5 months ago, and now it comes down to this. We'll witness two thrilling matchups as they battle for a spot in the grand finale.
Yes, the referee
While the teams assemble, I'll give
is
you a quick
getting to
reminder for
lead both
sponsors
teams
and
onto the park for this
thank you to
first
them, Hummel Jamaica,
leg
Food and
of the
Equipment
first
Sponsor,
semi-final.
Kind Hearts Foundation, our league sponsor, KFC, our official sponsor, Supreme Ventures and Valvoline, our associate sponsors, Sherwin-Williams, Water and Power Aid, our rehydration sponsor. Lineup is now. Okay.
Fraser's whip in the yellow top and white shorts. Los Perfectos, purple and black. And they will be led onto the field by their captain, Sashana Campbell, former reggae girl who played on the highest stage of world football with the senior team, making 2 appearances at the World Cup, the 2 World Cups that the reggae girls has been to. But that's the past, and now we're focused on the future. Los Perfectos, Fraser's whip. Yes, the stakes is as high as the drone shot that you've just seen, focused on the mission.
Teams have assembled in the middle, and now they'll be met by Christina Hudson, chairperson special for Jamaica Limited.
So Sashana Campbell just leading her team to exchange pleasantries with the Fraser's whip team. And as far as friendly, that's just how far it will go. And that will be gone with the wind as soon as the whistle goes.
Our kit and equipment sponsor, Kind Hearts Foundation, our league sponsor, KFC, our official sponsor, Supreme Ventures and Valvoline, our associate sponsors, Sherwin-Williams, Water and Power Aid, our rehydration sponsor, True Shade, Sora Media, our
2 attacking teams today.
partner,
And
Television Jamaica
Fraser's
Limited,
whip
the Jamaica Observer, our
boasting the
official print partner,
more prolific
Mail
attacking prowess. They're also the best defensive team in the league this season, only conceding 9 times.
PWFJL, as well as Marcia Pinnock, team manager of Fraser's Whip, and Alison Nickel, general secretary of Los
Fraser's whip will be looking to add to that 132 tally of goals scored.
All right. Some photo opportunities while we give you the starting lineup. It's now over to the referees, though, because we're not going to be having the anthem until the second game. So let's give you the starting lineup, starting with Los Perfectos. The goalkeeper, Sir Jane Anderson. The captain, Davia Richards, leading goal scorer with an... I'm sorry. This is... Wheel and come again. Davia Richards' name should be...
So time for the
there.
coin
This is
toss.
the starting lineup for Fraser's Whip, the defending champions. Sir Jane Anderson, she's in goal. Captain Davia Richards with 40 goals scoring credit so far this season.
Narissa Golson, the
Neville Abel. Janiel
referee to lead this one. She's supported by Kishrain Robinson, Cedric Coleman, and Monique Williams, our fourth official.
Jody Ann Thomas. Number 9, Natoya Atkinson.
There is
Number 6, Akelia
Davia
Johnson.
Richards, 40 goals this season.
Debonair Lewis. Number 15, Chanel Buckley.
Skillful,
And
perfect
19, Cassandra
striker.
Smith.
Yeah, so
Those are
Fraser's
the
whip team
starters.
lineup. Sir Jane Anderson in goal, Davia Richards, the number 10.
And now
Look out for her.
starting 11
Nevergale
for
Abel,
Los Perfectos.
Destiny Powell, Jordan Thomas, Natalia Atkinson, Akeelia Johnson, Devonay Lewis, Chanel Buckley, and Cassandra Smith making her way into the starting lineup.
Number 11, Venetia Reed. Number 7, Tashika. No, excuse me. Number 4, Martin.
Las Perfectas time now. Brianna Staple in goal. Sashana Campbell, Cheryl Lopez, the vice captain. Venetia Reed, Brianna Martin, Rhonda Rooms, Adriana Morris, Dejanay Lewis, Shonda Mullins, Akia Jackson, and Abby K. Reed.
Shonda Mullins.
And their head coach by Ricardo Martin.
19, Akia Johnson. And number 20, Abby K. Reed.
Some familiar names from the school league. Las Perfectas, Abby K. Reed
If you're just joining us,
played for
time for the
Homewood
first
Technical,
leg of the first
lost in the
defending champions Fraser
against Excelsior.
Perfectos. And we cannot have football without the officiating party.
Yep.
In the middle,
Looking at the
referee
head
Nerissa
coach for
Golson.
Frazier's
He's
whip,
been assisted on the lines by Kishon Robinson
Mr. Dowie.
and Cedric Coleman, the fourth official Williams, and the match commissioner Beckford.
There's Dejanay Lewis. Cassandra Smith there. So we're just seconds away from getting the first leg of the first semi-final on the way, and the whistle goes. Frazier's whip kicking from right to left. They have possession early in this one. Already starting to attack down this right-hand side. Can she get the crossing? Might have just run out of real estate. But that's the intent. Quick, snappy. And I'm sure more opportunities will present itself, rather.
Should also tell
Courtney
you
Dowdy
that the teams are coached in the case
ushering
of
in some
Fraser's
instructions
Way by
already,
Courtney
up on
Dowdy,
his feet.
and manager is
Just mere seconds in the start of this one.
by Los Perfectos.
Brianna Staple
One of their coaches is actually on the field, Sashana
will
Pete Campbell. The other coach
loft
is
this one
Ricardo
upfield
Martin. Their manager
for
is Alison Nickel.
Las Perfectas. And throwing to the traveling team from Manchester. There's Mr. Martin, head coach for Las Perfectas. Smith just helping that one on the way down the line. Couldn't manage to keep it in play. Another throwing to Las Perfectas. Lewis threats this one into the pathway for Cassandra Smith to chase. And just a slightly not focused there. Could have been in behind the defense quickly. Again, Staple booting this one upfield. Always doing the defensive work is Nevergale Abel. Lewis now goes wide. Threats down the flank for Johnson to chase. And with her is Mullins, who manages to avert the danger. And it's going to be another goal kick for Las Perfectas. This time they trying to start from the back. Lewis again goes inside. Nipped off by the captain Campbell. And chasing is Venetia Reed. The veteran. Here's Davia Richards. Sends this one across. Is she onside? The flag goes up. Threaded from the outside of the boot. That would have been some delightful pass had it beaten the defense. Time now for Los Perfectos. Vanessa Reed goes down the line. Still has possession. Still going down the line. Vanessa Reed has one option inside the box. Still has possession. Can she find the finishing touch? Goes across the box. Evading everyone. Abigail Reed will pick up possession. Cuts it on. Has it. Can get the cross in. And couldn't manage to get the initial touch that she would have wanted. But she wins her team a corner kick. First one of the game. First one to Los Perfectos. Here is replay. The veteran doing everything right and getting that one across the box. And Abigail Reed just not in the perfect position to put that one inside the box. Inside the net. So Campbell to take the corner kick. Has about 6 or so players inside the box to aim for. Couldn't find them. A second dance at it. Blocked and cleared. Still with Los Perfectos. Goes wide to Campbell. And Johnson doing well for Los Perfectos. Calmly done. Now booted clear. Lewis. Couldn't keep it in control. Throwing to Los Perfectos. Smith tackled up. Booted clear into space. Keeper comes off her line to clear. Devonay Lewis goes inside. Finds Johnson. Plays it back to Abel. Trying to go across her goal. But Richards dropping deep to help out in defense, and now they will come away with it. Fraser's whip. Destiny Powell now. Loose ball pick up by Buckley. Dinks this one off. Falls kindly. Goes to the byline. Can she get a cross in? Goes for the snap shot. Off target. Goal kick to Los Perfectos. So a strong contest brewing here at the Constance Springfield between Fraser's whip and Los Perfectos. Not the best of clearance, but they managed to get away with it. Los Perfectos now down this near side. Jackson was looking for her teammate that time, couldn't find her, but now Vanessa Reed had a chance to get inside the box, but muscled off by Minot. Dejanay Lewis goes inside, finds Johnson. Time now for Abel. Strings this one apart. Couldn't find her teammate. Gets it back. Abel. Lots of time and space. Not being really pressured by the front line of Los Perfectos. Abigail Reed just lurking, but allowing Los Perfectos to make the pressure. And here they come down this right-hand side once more. 3 inside to aim for. Richards is there. Gets it across the box. Manages to clear her line. Lewis. Devonay Lewis now finds Smith. Finds the captain. Richards gets on the left foot, forced wide. Still has it. Lewis, nice touch inside the box. Goes to the left. Can she get across in this time? Blocked again. That's Perfectos. They might have time to breathe a little bit. Gives away possession once more. Powell finds Johnson. 3 inside the box. Still with Johnson. The cross comes in. And Staple didn't catch it first time. The bicycle kick. That's the opener. And who else to open the scoring line? Fraser's whip, number 10. That's her 41st of the season. One 0 Fraser's whip. Courtney Dowdy has been on his feet since the start of this one. And I'm sure he'll be satisfied, but a delightful cross comes in. Should have done better there, Brianna Staple. Didn't collect
Number
cleanly
10, David
and
Richards
provided a
does what
gift
she does best. A spectacular overhead kick.
for Davia
Plymouth
Richards.
gains the first goal and her 41st goal of the season.
Possession again, nicely threaded through. Fraser's whip still going, plays it out wide again. Enjoying a lot of space on that far side. Has a lot of players to beat. Manages to get the cross off, blocked initially. Stolen back by her, cuts in on the left. Forced to retreat somewhat. Powell now. Plays it wide. Nice give and go. Can she finish? Goes wide. Brilliant movement by Fraser's whip, as they've been doing all season. Angelic movements all around the park. And Los Perfectos just missing that one by the skin of their teeth. But a significant high press from this Fraser's whip team, stealing possession inside Los Perfectos half. Here's Richards. Now with Powell. Just a lapse in concentration, uncharacteristically.
Little girl, little girl, little girl. Don't tell her not to throw no more ball on me glass field.
And as we can hear, head coach Martin stern with the instructions. Here they are again, Los Perfectos averting the danger, nullifying that attack. Can they provide an attack of their own? Minor doing well. Los Perfectos just not committing enough players up front to create a meaningful attack of their own. And Devonay Lewis just caught napping there, but she wins a throw-in for her team nonetheless. Goes inside to Johnson, who plays a lovely ball up front for Buckley, who's taken out. And this will be the first card of the game Yellow goes to Akia Jackson.
Number 19, Akia Johnson of Los Perfectos picks up the game's first yellow card.
Free kick to be taken by Richards. The ball initially doing its job. Player down for Los Perfectos. And the medics are being summoned. While she's waiting on treatment, some action going on in the stands as well. The cheerleaders are out. And the bands as well. Playing some succulent music. Yeah, the energy is high at the Constant Spring football field for the first leg of the first semi-final between Los Perfectos and Fraser's Whip. And just 60 minutes inside the first half. But in the 10th minute, Davia Richards with a spectacular to open the score of this contest. There she is, captain. 41 goals so far this season. She can't stop scoring. Has also scored with the senior Reggae Girls team. She knows how to win. Lifted the Excelsior, lifted the schoolgirl title with Excelsior as well. And she's a Hill College graduate as well. So quite the experience locally and internationally. Here she is once more. Powell. Johnson, she has been everywhere, connecting those dots and those passes. Devonay Lewis now, tons of space. Finds the number 15 who's trying to connect with Davia Richards, but she would have ran away from her initial spot. Chanel Buckley sporting the number 15 for Fraser's Whip. Passes well. Her movement has been spectacular so far. This might have been Sir Jane Anderson's first touch. Goalkeeper for Frazier's Whip. But they will come away with it now. Destiny Powell in the middle of the park. Has options to her right. And Richards just lurking on. Now she drops for it. Doesn't get the initial pass. This one a delightful ball. And Buckley just couldn't get there in time. Clean collect this time from Brianna Staple. Has been a staple for Homer Technical in the schoolgirls football competition, but spilled earlier today to give Los Perfectos the opening goal. And she might just be quite furious with herself. Chasing this one is Smith. Couldn't get there in time. So again, you can see Los Perfectos just not committing enough bodies forward to really put some pressure on this team or defense. Venice Reed hasn't gotten involved for quite some time. Neither has Abby K. Reed, who just got a touch. But here's Buckley again. This time delivered well, but headed clear. Still keeping possession smartly. Does well. Finds Smith, though, trying to thread that one wide. And ricocheted and end up in Staples' hand. Here's Reed. Waiting for help. And as she normally does. To the line. Tries to beat one or two. Done well so far, but pressured heavily by Minot. Now forces to retreat. Gets the return pass. Davia Richards. Chasing that one, couldn't get onto it. Another lofted clearance by Staple, finds Reed. Abby K now, not the best first touch. And Devonay Lewis will come away with it down this near side. Dances inside, finds Buckley. Has Davia over the top and couldn't find the punch in that pass, the accuracy to find Richards. Throwing on the near side to Fraser's whip. Here's Powell. Johnson. I don't think I've seen a more impressive defensive midfielder in this league as better as her. And Staple goes down. She has been having some injuries throughout the season.
Running. Whoop.
And both teams will use this stoppage time to take a water break.
Where the ball come from? By going wide, don't it? Get some more of that, man. Pretty. Pretty there. Hey, when you go over there, tell Pretty to pass the ball.
So if you're just joining us, you missed
Run!
minute brilliant strike from the captain of Fraser's whip number 10. Davia Richards. So it's Fraser's whip 1, the defending champions. Put their noses in front. Los Perfectos nil.
Both coaches using the stoppage time as well to issue some instructions to their teams. But Staple seems to be in some serious discomfort. She's waiting on some medical attention. Good energy continues to rise here at Constant Spring Football Field. Band doing what they do best, keeping the crowd alive, keeping this contest buzzing. A rendition of that 2010 World Cup song. Waving flag, if my memory serves me correct. But bright smiles from Davia Richards, the number 10 for Fraser's whip.
She have interest when she come across, you see her number, and when you go up, she see your number. That's very
She has
important.
gotten herself
because she's the
yet
decoy,
again on the score sheet.
She here, so she make the falls run. We have to nullify that, right?
Staple is up, and we're ready to resume. A drop ball, restart the play, and Abel plays it inside to find Johnson. Look at where the Fraser's whip defense is on the half line. That's so far out there, squeezing this Los Perfectos team in their own half. Beautiful move there from Buckley. Gets it to Smith. Back with Buckley. Can she finish? Cheeky at the back post. Couldn't find the second of the game. And she will want to do over. Natoya Atkinson could have gotten on the score, could have extended Fraser's whip lead. But what a move by Buckley. Abel. Buckley again. This time mopped up. All the way back to Minot. Puts it in the middle. Time now for Powell. Plays it wide. This is how they love to move the ball from the center of the pitch and then use the width to get by the defense. Richard is waiting inside the box. Easy does it. Starts her brace. And that's her 42nd. And we've seen this time and time and time again. But it's timeless. Davia Richards. The Jamaica Women's Premier League. But what a cross from Atkinson, who missed earlier but provided the assist. Beautiful stuff. And Venice Reed wins herself a free kick in a promising area for Los Perfectos. Want to have a chance of advance grand finale. They would need to reduce the deficit to have even a contest in the second leg. Well, I thought it was a promising area, but it's some yards out. It's quite some yards out. But the captain, Shawnee Campbell, is taking up the mantle to provide some magic from this one. About 35 yards out, Shawnee Campbell. Decent effort, but just wide of the target. Destiny Powell playing a much deeper role currently. Just dropping in that back three to help out. And then they'll come away with it. Buckley also dropping deep. And overlapping is Johnson, who's normally centrally, but they're switching up things a bit, rotating, making it very difficult for Los Perfectos to figure out who is to mark who. Can she supply another crossing? Yes, she can, but not the best. Or not what she would have wanted. Decent little player she is. Chanel Buckley. So, Campbell now takes the mantle to provide the back kicks. Ada was under some pressure from Abby Kay. Does well, time enough for Minot. Tons of space, not really much pressure. Powell dinks this one over the top. And Staple misses. Again, not like her, but it seems as if her injuries is plaguing her. Here's Buckley again, looking to string this one, caught out. What a save! A smart attempt from Buckley, realizing Staple was not covering her front post. And a disguised shot at target. Initially, including myself, we thought I was going to be across. But here they are again, Atkinson. Behind the byline. Still has possession. Atkinson on the left foot. Plays it on top for Buckley. Lays it off for Johnson. Couldn't get the strike first time. But the second, just off target. Shots coming from all over the park for this Fraser's Whip team. And we're going to see an early first half change by Fraser's Whip. We'll get confirmation of that change soon. Abby Kay. Reed. Gets it back to Abby Kay. Free kick. Reed. Lewis trying to continue the attack but couldn't control first time. Goal kick for Fraser's Whip.
Spring, let's give a rousing welcome to the National Under-15 team, Jamaica's National Under-15 girls. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for your support.
Here's Powell. Nice pass out wide. Atkinson lost her footing. Staple again, booting this one high and getting a free kick just inside their half. Los Perfectos, they need something to stay in this contest. Delightful ball out wide. Yeah, just about 10 minutes or so left in first half. Regular time, that is. I'm sure there will be some stoppages. But it has been quite an eventful first half so far. Just the one goal, 2 goals in it. But the action has been thrilling so far. Especially from this team with possession. Fraser's whip. Whips this one up, finds Buckley. Lewis, ooh, look at that turn, nicely moved. Powell back to Buckley, gets it on the right foot. Can she find the shot? Decided to go for the pass. Back to Lewis. Now to Powell. Working the space, look at this team. Working the football properly, getting into spaces. Using the flanks. A well-coached team, as we can see on display here. Goes to the byline once more, Atkinson. This time tackled up, wins herself and her team a corner kick. Looks like there will be another imminent change to come from Los Perfectos. They've made a change earlier already. Rennie Smith coming out for Shovel Lopez. Yeah, the umbrellas are out. It's quite sunny here, but it's slightly overcast as well. So there might be some rain. Johnson spreading this one wide. Now with the captain, who is on a double. Buckley. Just love watching this girl. Plays the football well, very intelligent. Lewis goes by the byline. And just toe poking that one in the dribble a little bit. Too far ahead of her. But she wins herself a corner kick. And the mini stadium here is filling quite nicely. Fraser's whip. Nice corner kick coming inside the box. Couldn't convert. Abel. Just mistimed her jump. Yeah. Nice shots of the fans in the stadium. Campbell to restart. Not the best clearance. Finds Johnson. Nice move by Davia. Here is Buckley. Not the best first touch. Venecia loses possession. Powell, another silky player from this Fraser's whip team. Couldn't get the return pass from her captain. Lopez now finds Abike. Was trying to find Reed. who's getting frustrated. Buckley now into space on this near side. Powell. Richards.
A lot of the money part. The trophy, well, them keep it off 5
Abel.
times and we keep it off 5 times.
Ishi
Two hour
from
win.
distance. Gets found a return pass, gets around our defender, but just couldn't connect again from the strike. She's coming from all the way from the defense into attack. Minor trying to get this one under control. Couldn't do it well the first time, but she's very strong. Manages to get rid of the challenge from Venicia Reed, and now Powell will come the other way. Dances inside, loses possession now. Booted back upfield. Minot takes it and spread it wide. Here's Richards. Looking for Smith, couldn't get there. Campbell now gets by one. And Martin seems to have gotten hit in her face. But yeah, the Reggae Girls, they're here supporting the league. This is the junior team in the stands. Buckley finds her teammate Powell. Was trying to provide an assist to Atkinson, but she was already in an offside position. Yeah, on the 15 national Reggae Girls team here in support. Throwing on the far side for Los Perfectos. Can they get something going for themselves in this first half here? About 3 or so regular minutes left in this one. But they have some defending to do. Lewis. Here's Powell. Dances inside on the right foot, goes to the left again. She can dribble. Loses out this time. Stolen back by Buckley, who was trying to go for the right-footed strike. Couldn't tee up properly as she gives a bright smile. Yeah, Arnett Gardens. The fans are here as well. They'll be playing in the second semi-final a few hours from now. Campbell to restart again. Thomas just smartly letting that one run out to touch just now. Lewis. Buckley. Back to Lewis. To just keep in possession and just rotating the movement. Goes wide again. Finds Buckley. Who's fed this one inside the box for Richards. Can she find a hat trick? Goes wide. But what a first time take that was. And she gives the thumbs up because that was a delightful cross from Buckley. Yet another one. Venicia just doing some hard work, still going. Finally gets the whistle. She's trying to rally this outfit here from Manchester back in this one. Here she is. Being marshaled by Minot and just losing her footing. Two minutes to be added. And Los Perfectos will be waiting for this whistle, this halftime whistle. Frazier's whip once dominating. Still going. Couldn't team up. But they're still with possession. Atkinson finds Buckley just outside the 18. Will get the return pass on the right foot. Goes inside the box, cuts in. Can she finish? Emphatic. She finally gets on the score sheet. A sublime performance from her in this first 45. And the nonchalant celebration. Gets it, plays it inside, gets the return pass, goes by the first defender, back on the right foot, and Trickia, first post. That's where she placed it. Chanel Buckley, you beauty.
Stoppage time goal from number 15, Chanel Buckley. And it's Fraser's with 3.
Here she is again, stealing possession. What a fantastic first half performance from her. Yes, Davia Richards, who has possession now, scored a double. But Buckley has been fantastic. That's the end of the first 45 minutes in the first leg of semi-final one between Los Perfectos and Frazier's whip, the defending champions. A brace from Davia Richards. 42 goals now in this regular season. Well, 42 goals this season actually. Well, what a brilliant display from Frazier's whip. Yep, that's the end of the first half. Frazier's whip 3 goals. Los Perfectos yet to get on the score sheet.
Los Perfectos nil. Buckley getting her 12th goal of the season. So it's halftime here. We have some giveaways from our kind sponsors. We have to do some things for us. So I don't know if anybody understands. By the way, fans, thank you so much for coming out to support the women. It's extremely hot here at Constant Spring, and we're very grateful that you brave the sun to come out and support women's football. So if you're in the stands and you want to win some tokens from our sponsors, then come to the broadcast booth and identify yourselves, and we'll tell you what you need to do. We have some nice gifts here, you know, so step up, man. It's nothing hard. We like football, we like the activities that we're going to ask you to do. So maybe some juggling, maybe kicking towards the goal, if we can score like Chanel Buckley.
Yeah, so first half highlights. Started pretty heated. And Venicia Reed with this one right across the face of goal. Abigail Reed couldn't turn it in. But then the relentless attack from Fraser's whip started. Atkinson down this right-hand side. Places one inside the box. And couldn't find the target. But this one coming across. Spilled by Staple, and the acrobatics from the captain, Davia Richards. That was her 41st goal of the season. And the first of 2 in this encounter. What a cross that was. Should have been held on to. But it was fizzed inside the box. And then Buckley. What a cheeky no-look pass. And Destiny Powell couldn't find the net. But she would restart this one. Destiny Powell going out wide. And Richards, well, Atkinson placed this one beautifully inside the box. What a first time finish that was from Davia Richards. Her 42nd of the season and the second of this encounter. She has been whipping them on the ground and in the air to her teammates in true fashion as the team's name. Johnson goes for the first time shot, wind up the target. And yeah, that was the end of it. Possession 68% going to Fraser's Whip. 13 shots on target. There's 13 shots at goal for Fraser's Whip to 3 from Los Perfectos. And the most important statistics at the top. Fraser's Whip 3 goals to Los Perfectos 0. And of course, Chanel Buckley, she got the 3rd goal. A delightful movement and dribble from her, and a front post finish. But the mini stadium here at the Constant Spring football field is filling up quite nicely for this semi-final doubleheader. Later we will have Cavalier versus Arnett Gardens, who finished 2nd and 3rd in the regular season, respectively.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker, much quicker. And you need to make sure. Need to. I'm the coach. And I'm the assistant coach. No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water? I've got it, coach.
ladies and gentlemen.
This is what it's all about. Just pure class.
The final four will seek the crown. The queens of the land. Watch the Jamaica Women's Premier League this Saturday.
Well, today I'm actually supporting goals, not daughters. Whichever score a goal, that's where my cheer goes.
I'm not for picking up because when mommy had them, I had to love both of them equally, don't it? Can't pick.
Support is important to them, and I have to do when I can. So I try my best to do so.
Me get fit too.
I went to Portland, St. Thomas. The only place I haven't gone is Mobile. I'm not doing that drive. But Portland, St. Thomas, Manchester, anywhere in Kingston. Like there was a match that Laspi had in St. Thomas, and the same day that Fraser's had one in Kingston at Alpha. Only that Laspi was 1 o'clock, so I went to St. Thomas for that match. And then as soon as that match ended, I drove back into Kingston for this match. So I try my best just to support them because I think it is important. It means a lot to know that you're there cheering them on.
I have been absent from about 3 matches because of work commitments, but free up my time to continue throughout the league, and you'll be seeing more of me.
Based on the passion that they have for the game, I'm expecting very far, because they do have the passion for the game, and as I said, they do have the support as well. So I'm seeing them going very far, God's will. The ball conversation actually started with their brother, their elder brother. Normally he would take them with him on a Sunday evening, you know, to his Sunday evening ball game. And then the one that plays for Frasers, she first developed the passion, and so she started at primary school in the game. Her other sister on Laspi would usually just accompany her to watch the game. And then that coach then said to her, do not come back here unless you plan to play. And she went the following Saturday with her sister in her boots and everything and played. And since then, she loves the game. She has seen the impact of the game. It has taken her overseas. And she developed a passion for the game and has been doing pretty well for herself. You know, she was the captain for her school team for what, 4 years? St. Andrew Technical High. So she was their captain, and she's doing well so far.
I'm very proud of Laspi, can't lie, I'm very proud of Laspi. They have been playing well despite the challenges in training, but Fraser's through and through, I can say that.
I'm a Fraser's girl. I chose not to wear my Fraser's whip shirt today because they're playing against each other, but as you see, her sister has a Fraser's whip shirt, my mom has a Fraser's whip shirt, so Fraser's whip is really my team, but please don't say that on camera. We know Fraser's whip is the boss.
the world through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
I love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
Yeah, welcome back to the Constance Springfield. First leg semi-final action in semi-final 1 between Los Perfectos and Frazier's Whip, who are putting on a dominance performance so far. 3 goals in the first half. Captain Davia Richards with a double, and Buckley adding to her spectacular performance in the first half. Scored this time to make it 3 goals to 0. That was her 12th goal as well. But it's a nice energy, nice vibe, and this mini stadium is quite nicely filled with fans supporting these 4 teams in the semi-final. Los Perfectos, the only team not the urban area, but they do have traveling fans with them as well. Narissa Goling just signaling both teams to re-enter the park to get the second half on the way. And there will be some changes for Los Perfectos. One of those, maybe Tashika Hamilton, she'll be coming in shortly.
So as we get ready for the start of the second half, we remind you that the defending champions Fraser's Whip lead this encounter 3 goals to 0. Goals from Captain Davia Richards in the 10th
this Fraser's
and
Whip
the
team there,
27th minute, and Shanine
a
Buckley
really
in the
impressive
47th
outfit
minute. It's Fraser's Whip
all around the
3,
park,
Los Perfectos
from the
0.
defense to the midfield to the strikers. Just a comprehensive unit, very cohesive, displaying individual skills, but always remembering that they are a team playing for each other. Very unselfish. Yeah, so just a few minutes away from the start of this one. Start of the second half. So Abigail Elliott will be making her way on the park. She replaces Abby K. Reed. So second half action then. Can they claw their way back into this contest here? Los Perfectos, if they need to.
So as Los Perfectos tries to fight back to get themselves back into this encounter, double substitution from the coaching staff with number 4, Rihanna Martin out, and in comes number 7, Tashika Hamilton.
Yeah, there's confirmation
Also
of the substitutes.
Abby Reed, and she's substituted by number 8, Abigail Elliott.
Thomas
No changes for the defending
finds her
champion
captain, Richards.
as they lead in this encounter, 3 goals to nil.
And no nonsense clearance from Mullins. At that time, here's Atkinson. Loves to go to the byline. Wins herself another corner kick. So Richards to take the corner kick for Fraser's whip. Another decent looking one. Clean catch this time from Staple. Buckley steals possession. Only momentarily. Reed in some tight spaces. And Powell will reclaim possession for Fraser's whip. And they will restart from the back. Here's Abel. Thomas. Atkinson. Richards. Back to Atkinson. Rooms this time clearing. Yeah, the fans, they're here supporting. Thomas. Atkinson. Cuts it inside. Here's another chance for Fraser's whip. Powell plays it to Buckley. Back out wide to Atkinson. She can cross them. She can also dribble. Goes to the byline. Cuts it back on top of the 18. And a miscued kick. Couldn't turn that one goalwards. Destiny. Here's Campbell. Finds the substitute. Trying to scoop this one over to the top to her teammate Vanessa Reed, who was already in an offside position. Need to clear the lines again, Los Perfectos. This one falls kindly for Staple, who lops it upfield once more. Nice first take from Campbell. Minot. Time now for Powell. Threads that one to Campbell. Just a little bit overpowered. And it will be a goal kick for Los Perfectos. She has been doing a lot of running on this right-hand side of the attack for Fraser's whip. Here's Johnson. Cheval Lopez trying to clear. Throwing to the defending champions. Richards spreads this one across the field. Lewis. Here's Buckley. Powell. Lewis. Back to Buckley. Turns on the half. Still Buckley. Has options wide. Plays it to Atkinson. Can she find something? And a roaring challenge coming in from the substitute, Tashika. And might have been what head coach Martin would have wanted from Martin, his namesake. Here's Richards. Being tackled up by Sashana Campbell all the way. Gets the free kick. Taken quickly. Here's Thomas. Inside for Minot. And they will attack on the opposite flank. Buckley gets it threaded nicely. This should be four. Blocked, saved by Brianna Staple. Smith trying to get it under control. Couldn't find the right pass. Turns, still manages to keep possession. Time now for Venice Reed. Has 3-4 to beat. Decides to share the pass. Gets it back. Has help inside. Passes out wide. What can they muster up with this attack here? But Thomas going over. Here's Reed. Her back turned to goal. They're trying to get her facing goalwards. Gets the free kick in a decent area. So that's how they have been struggling in the first half. Not committing enough bodies up front to get the attack going, get the pieces moving. But they've done so on this attack and won themselves a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. It's going to be a 3-man wall. Venice Reed standing over this one. Can she find something spectacular to beat Sajine Anderson? Reed goes goalwards. Punch saved. Campbell still chasing the loose ball. Picks it up. Trying to go around her defender. These Fraser's whip girls, they aren't only attackingly strong, they're physically strong as well. Dejanay Lewis to take the throw-in for Hamilton has done well since coming on so far. Will get the free kick. So, untimely challenge from Atkinson. Here's Elliott. Loses out. Buckley now. Through for Dest Powell. Atkinson has it now. Attacks the goal. Down to the byline. Can she get across it again? And cleared just in time was Rooms. So they're soaking up the pressure a little bit more, better than they did in the first half. Nullifying the attacks from the wide areas from where Atkinson would normally attack. And Cassandra Smith has also been quiet so far in this second half. The extra body, or the extra pace of the interjection of Hamilton has paid some dividends for us. They will have a corner kick to defend now. It's going to be Powell this time to whip this one inside the box. Staple couldn't catch. And Smith to chase. Here's Smith. It's going to be a goal kick, says referee Golson. Vanessa Reed is speeding down here. Minot managed just to get it out of harm's way. She's fighting with every fiber in her body to get her team back in this contest. Here's Abigail Elliott, Lopez, Hamilton. Thomas throws it inside to the captain, Richards. Johnson swings this one far side. Flag goes up on the near side here. She was in an offside position when that pass was made. Still going down this left-hand side is Fraser's whip. Smith that was. Trying to go for the nutmeg. Tuswell to keep possession. This Destiny. But only for a brief moment. It's now with Los Perfectos, Felicia Reed pushing off the challenge coming in from Atkinson. Morris to Lopez. That would have been some pass had that gotten behind the defense. And Atkinson won't be able to keep that one in play. There's Buckley. Haven't seen her in the last few minutes. Here she is. Passes inside. Ooh, what a cheeky pass that is to Atkinson. Won't get there in time though. Mullins to mop up the work. Here's Atkinson. Goes by Hamilton. The clearance made again. I'm sure they would want to get involved as well. Just waiting for their moment to be summoned off the bench. Room's just feeling some niggles. Getting some attention.
So just to remind you that
Buckley though is
Fraser's
dancing,
Whip, the defending
trying to get behind this
champions,
defense.
leading this encounter by 3-0.
Here's Venice Reed.
We're into the second half of this first leg. Up next,
Asking Elliott to
Cavalier
chase.
against Arnett Gardens.
Won't get there in time. Throw into Fraser's whip. Johnson. What a pass that would have been had it taken on control first time. Such a delightful midfielder is Johnson. Here's Buckley looking for her second. Still going. Won't get the free kick. That's Perfectos. They can come away with it now. Cavalier, they're in the house. They will be meeting Arnett Gardens in the second semi-final this evening. Just about an hour before the start of that one. Here they are. There's Cavalier. Just enjoying how the media is covering this one. Sora Media production as well. Has lifted the quality of how this league has been broadcast.
So while the short-time team renders medical assistance, let's remind you of our sponsors and
stoppage time going on here.
give them thanks for their
That's
support.
Perfectos.
Hamel Jamaica, Kind Hearts Foundation,
Defenders
KFC,
down.
Supreme Ventures
Will be
and
taken out.
Valvoline, Sharon Williams, Water
stretcher.
and Power Aid,
She
True
seems to be
Shade,
some
Sora Media,
agonizing
TVJ,
pain.
the Jamaica Observer, and the Mail Pack. Fraser's with 3. Los Perfectos and nil. Goal scorers, a double from Captain Davia Richards in the 10th and 27th minutes. And a single strike from Shaniel Buckley in minute 47. It's Fraser's with 3. Los Perfectos and nil. Up next to the
Sucker mouth.
semi-final of the day.
Cut out.
Cavalier up against Arnett Gardens. We say thank you very much for coming out and support the women as we get this game underway.
Yeah, fans all over the park here in Constant Spring. And of course, there will be a forced substitution due to the unforeseen injury. But in the meantime, play will restart. And Buckley launches another attack. Richards finds Buckley, turns nicely. Thread this one in for Atkins, who seems to just have run out of steam. She has been doing a lot of running in the first half and in the early parts of this second half as well, but just not getting onto those passes that she normally catches early. Cut out by Thomas, goes inside, finds Akeelia Johnson. Atkinson now. Johnson, Buckley, Destiny. Here's Akeelia Johnson once more. It's a lovely defensive midfielder she is. Just is there to connect the passes, to start the attack, or to anchor the defense, or the midfield rather. Nice give and go. Here is Powell now. Can she get her first of this encounter? Should have finished there. And with the follow-up is Atkinson. Finally gets on the score sheet. It was a ricochet effort that presented itself nicely for the number 9, who has worked relentlessly in this encounter to get on the score sheet. In Fraser's whip now extend their lead. It's now 4-0. Los Perfectos with a mountain to climb. It was nice work from Smith to find Powell, whose initial shot was blocked. Fell nicely for another teammate who couldn't convert first time. And a follow-up strike from Natoya Atkinson. And that was her 6th goal of the season. Plenty goals from this team all around here. Smith once more. Just trying her luck from distance. Smith, she too has quite a number of goals under her belt, 6 so far.
Latoya Atkinson, another national player, gets on the scorecard to record Fraser's Whip's 4th goal of the evening, of the afternoon. It's Fraser's Whip 4, Los Perfectos 0. Los Perfectos also forced into another substitution as the injured number 5, Ronda Rooms, is substituted, and number 22, Christine Duncan, made her way onto the park.
So throwing to Los Perfectos on this near side. And Thomas to clear rather. Here's Venice Reed. Gets by one. Couldn't progress the attack. Yeah. Strong winds here. Perfect playing condition. And Staple goes down once again.
Substitution, Fraser's whip. Out comes number 19, Cassandra Smith.
Yeah, it's a substitute.
She's replaced by number 14, Raquania Richards.
Richards will enter the park to replace Cassandra Smith. Seems like there will be another forced substitution, as well as Brianna Staple will now make way for Tracy Lee Dyer. So number 30 out for number 1. And we will start with a throw-in on the near side here. Atkinson trying to turn on the trickers, and Venice Reed doing what Atkinson was trying to do to her.
Change in the goalkeeping personnel for Los Perfectos.
Abel sends this all the way back to Jane Anderson.
Number 1.
Gets it back.
Out came number 30.
Finds this brilliant young player,
And she was
Shanila
replaced
Buckley
by number
was
1,
trying to switch play that time.
Cecily Dyer.
Here's Abel once more. Puts it upfield. And the keeper reluctantly to come. Didn't collect first time, will retreat to the goal now. Flag goes up on the far side again for an offside movement from Los Perfectos.
Continues as Cavalier take on Arnett Gardens in the second semi-final coming up after this encounter.
Here's Buckley. Gets the return pass. Can she get another assist in this one? Placed on top of the 18. Can Powell finish? Stop to their tracks. It's going to be a penalty. As she was about to pull the trigger, an opportunity to extend the lead to 5 goals. So, from the penalty spot,
So penalty to Fraser's whip.
can she finish? Saved by the goalkeeper. The substitute makes the save.
From the goalkeeper, Perfectos. Cecily Dyer comes up big and saves the scoreline.
Tracy Dyer comes up big for Los Perfectos.
Los Perfectos nail.
But they're still attacking again. Paul with another chance to finish. And shocked off by the defender. And the flag on the far side goes up anyways. So Tracy getting her highlight. A brilliant kick save. Couldn't keep it in play. Christine Duncan. So Lutz takes the throw in for Fraser's whip as they try to add another attack. Another goal. Oh, delightful pass into the pathway. Couldn't get there in time to finish, but Tracy Dyer just letting that one run straight through her legs. Fortunate to have not been directly in front of goal, or that would have been some goal to concede. Corner kick to be taken by Davia Richards. Cleared. Here's Duncan. Tries to keep it in play, couldn't. Throwing to be taken by Abel. Finds Buckley. Has space. If she's thinking about a shot. Goes for the pass. Finds Atkinson. Turns. Trying to squeeze in Johnson. And Hamilton doing enough, asking for Dyer to collect. She does. Cleanly this time. The possession is back with Fraser's whip. And Atkinson just dancing and threading this pass through. Lewis to take the throw in. And free kick won by Atkinson. Here's Venice Reed now. What can she come up with for Los Perfectos? Being hassled. Goes back to Lopez. Gets it in the middle of the park now to Duncan. Finds Elliott. Squeeze it in now to Reed, but she was in an offside position. That was their best attacking movement. So change to be made. Tajay Stevenson to enter the park. She'll replace Atkinson. Here's a stylish defensive midfielder. Oh, lovely. Akila Johnson swings this one far side for Buckley to chase. And couldn't keep it in play. Campbell to Hamilton. Lopez brought into the action now. Venice Reed asked a lot to keep that one in play, couldn't.
So the goal
There is a
scorers are making
substitute.
their way off the
There is
park.
substitution. Atkinson off.
Substitutions for Fraser's
Stevenson
whip.
in.
Out comes number 15, Chanel Buckley. Placed by number 3, Jennifer Williams.
So Buckley,
Also leaving the park
the outstanding
after her double strike.
Shanila Buckley replaced as well.
To be replaced by number Tajay, not Stevenson. And of course, Chanel Buckley scored a single goal in the
Make a play on the park for
47th minute.
Shanila Buckley. Here's Los Perfectos. Benicia trying to get by her defender. Couldn't get past Thomas. .6 minutes of regular time left in this first leg of the semi-final. And another chance is presented to them.
coach look like a genius. Number 14 minutes or seconds after entering
That's her
the
7th
park.
goal of the season.
Raquania Richards
And the fans
Frasers with 5.
are going crazy.
Los Perfectos nail.
What a strike that was. Ferociously hit.
Unofficially in minute 85.
Richards again. Finds Richards. Time now for Destiny Powell. Can she find herself on the score sheet? Finds her captain. Can she find the hat trick? Blocked. Lopez to clear. Still with Fraser's whip, cutting on the left foot. And finds the substitute. Shot blocked, charge down. And another corner kick comes up for Fraser's whip. Good delivery inside the box. Headed clear. She'll have another chance to get the cross in. Powell. Dancing with Duncan. Forced to retreat. Still has possession. Might have lost possession now. Throwing to Los Perfectos. Hamilton to take. Here's Akila Johnson now with the back heel. Finds Abel. And Tajay Stevenson couldn't keep that one in touch. Another young player thrown into this attack here by Dowdy. Venice Reed threats this one inside. Can they find the back of the net? What a clearance by Sir Jane Anderson off her line to help out in defense. She wants that clean sheet. What a pass that was. Lewis was already tucked inside. Wasn't going to get there first. Anderson had to come off her line. Smart goalkeeping. Just about 2 minutes of regular time left in this one. Plus stoppage time. What can Venice Reed come up with here? She's trying to go to the byline. Still has it. Still has it. Can she get on the left foot? And her teammate might have just gotten in her way. A strike from distance. Hits the upright. Fraser's whip now will come away with a counter-attack of their own. Down this line, chasing is Lewis. Does she have enough speed to keep it in play? She won't get there in time. Charges into the wall. But what an attempt that was. Had Anderson beaten. Another look at it again. Ferocious strike, full stretch. Anderson hits the upright, the crossbar rather. There will be 2 minutes of extra time added. Campbell giving away possession. Substitute once more for another strike. That one dipping just as it went over the bar. And Jennifer Williams wanted to write her name on the score sheet. Another substitute.
Fourth official indicates 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes of additional time to be played in this encounter where the defending champions, Fraser's Whip, lead Los Perfectos 5 goals to 0.
Is there some consolation? Johnson couldn't get by Lopez, but still has possession. Gets her captain involved. So the final 30 seconds to go. Los Perfectos, they need a perfect move to at least get themselves on the score sheet. As referee Golson takes a look at her watch. Here's Williams. Swings it far side. Hamilton still has it. Was trying to get her teammate Duncan involved. But here's Stevenson trying something of her own. Will be a throw into Los Perfectos. Hamilton will want to find Reed. Does that. Trying to squeeze herself in between two defenders. A 5-star performance from Frazier's Whip. It was a lashing to forget by this Los Perfectos team. An emphatic performance. All round performance from this Fraser's Whip team. Davia Richards, the captain, got herself a brace in the first half. Buckley to get herself on the score sheet as well. So too Richards, Kiana Richards, and of course Natalia Atkinson. But it was a beautiful performance from this team. And they practically have one footstep in the finals already. One more leg to go in this semi-final, but it will be taking some doing for Los Perfectos to overtake this lead established by this comprehensive team, Frazier's Whip.
Semi-final 2 of the Jamaica Women's Premier League. Arnett Gardens up against Cavalier.
Yeah, beautiful football all around here in Constant Spring. In the first semi-final, first leg between Los Perfectos and Frazier's Whip. It was a performance of the true highest order. What a team they are. Los Perfectos, they would have to go back to the drawing board, and it's going to take a lot of work to try and overthrow this lead established by this Fraser's Whip team. But like they say, in football, the ball is round and anything can happen. Yeah, we're here with Buckley, the man of the match. What a fantastic performance by you. Tell us about how you enjoyed today's game.
It was a perfect game, playing with my teammates.
And talk to us about your performance in terms of, supplying those passes to your teammates and getting them involved, and how comfortable you were on the ball.
It was really comfortable playing ball to my teammate, knowing that they have the ability to catch the ball, knowing that I'm going to play.
And I've seen you spread the ball quite a lot, inside the box and to the wings. Tell us about how you fine-tune perfecting those passes in training and to do them in a game like today.
Just the vision and concentration, passing the ball to teammate, knowing that we have to go both sides in order to score a goal and get the opportunity out of it.
Now, with a vision like yours, I'd like to ask, who is your favorite footballer that you admire the most?
Lionel Messi and Andre Lewis.
Lionel Messi. So Barcelona is your favorite team?
Sure.
You played just like a midfield maestro. We do appreciate your performance today, and congrats and all the best for the second semi-final.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Is a Buckley. The match. Superb midfield player. Such an aura when she passes or dances with the ball, get her teammates involved. She had quite a few chances where she could have gotten her score sheet, but just her innate movement to get her teammates involved. Yeah, Coach Dowdy, another emphatic performance. I have to ask, how is it that you keep these girls motivated to play at this consistent level for an entire season?
I mean, it's not too difficult. We just let them know that there's an opportunity here at the end when they play their best, and as you look at it, Buckley played her last game today. She'll be off on Wednesday to take back up her scholarship.
And as I mentioned, emphatic performance. It comes from a comprehensive team that you have put together here. I mean, the likes of Abel, your captain, Davia Richards. You have people coming off the bench like Richards getting on the score sheet. How is it that you keep these girls motivated and not in a sense to outshine each other, but to express themselves holistically?
I mean, it's a goal. And as I said before, it's on the field and off the field matter. We not just believe in football, but we also believe in scholarships. And this is a platform for the girls to make their name, and they give their best all the time. I just ask them to give their best, and that's what they do every game.
How did you put this team together?
Love. I can just say it's all love. We have girls from all over. We have girls in from Clarendon that played on our team. So it's all about giving the girls an opportunity, and this is the best way for them to give their best.
And of course, you're trying to defend this championship. I mean, you have one more leg to play, and you wouldn't want to take anything for granted. So how do you keep them motivated?
I mean, just go out there. It's another game. This one is done, so we're gonna take the game just like a fresh game again and see how best we can move forward.
All right, all the best, Dowdy. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Martin, another performance that you didn't like the result, obviously. How do you keep them motivated for the second leg?
Well, it wasn't a result that we planned on, but things do happen and we have to just go back to the drawing board and come again. Yes, I know it's going to be difficult to motivate the girls, but result sometimes goes like this, and it's just up to us now to see how we can deal with the second leg.
All right, thank you much, and all the best in your future endeavors.
All right, thank you.
Time highlights. And Vanessa Reed trying to get that one started. Nicely ball threaded by Buckley. And going to the byline was Atkinson, who whips this one across. Well, going for goal actually. Couldn't find the target. But this was another threatening cross that Staple could not control, but Davia Richards with the acrobatics to open the goal scoring here. And she would have more to come. Celebrations from the bench. I'm sure Staple would have not been pleased with that catch there. But here they are again. Buckley with this no-look pass. And Destiny Powell couldn't find the back of the net to make that 2-0 at that point in time. But she would start this one. Powell, who finds Thomas, who thread this one down the flank, and look at this cross. And the first time finish. That was a double there for Davia Richards, her 42nd goal of the season. Delightful cross. Just to, lift her head up and look across the box and see who's there. And it was her captain. Again, Buckley with the layoff. And Akeelia Johnson from distance. Couldn't find the target, but it was a decent effort. Guess who? Buckley again, whipping this one inside the box to find her captain. Gets on the left foot, couldn't finish. She looks to the heavens. What a pass that was. Delightful. Nice give and go. Again, Buckley, the man of the match, lays off, gets the return, goes by one, and a cheeky finish to the front post. Emphatic. She is a wonderful player. I'm lost for words. Just how good she is. A chance here. Couldn't finish first time was Smith and Atkinson to get on the score sheet. That was the fourth goal of the match. Finally on the score sheet. She too had a great game from the wide areas. Had a few assists as well. And this loose ball just picked it up on the left foot and slotted it home. And then the final goal. A ferocious strike by the substitute Richards. Jumping this one in top inside the box. And just finishing ferociously. On the half volley that was. And she just flushed that one in the net. A chance here for Los Perfectos. Shot from distance, hit the crossbar and out. And Vanessa Reed tried her very best to bring her team with her, but that was the end of it. Yeah, so full-time stats. Fraser's whip with a 60% possession, 20 shots, 5 shots by Los Perfectos. They had 9 corner kicks to 1 and 4 times offside to 3. Just the 1 yellow card in today's game going to Los Perfectos. But the statistic at top that matters the most, a 5-0 thrashing of Los Perfectos by Fraser's whip, the defending champions.